I'll be covering full videos on the KC mob, Jayshon Ross, the Alabama transfer, the setup with weed, everything on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Hold on, please. Meet Jayshon Ross. I found him in my mob neighborhood when he was 14 years old. I'm going to make this quick. Follow my YouTube. There will be more to come. Now, I found Jayshon, and I've never said a word because why is that important? I'm not a clickbait person like these people ruin this kid's life with clickbait. So anyway, I brought him inside my house after the Italian people had called the cops on him and his little brother. They were walking around trying to shovel snow in the neighborhood. So he spent the day with me and told me all about how he wanted to play basketball. Well, Michael at the time was a basketball assistant coach at St. Pius, so I waited for him to get home from work, terrified because I had black kids inside the house. I don't do that race shit, but they do. My daughter can't date black men. So anyway, Michael got home and I introduced Jayshon to him. Now, the entire time, Jayshon and I think he's getting a basketball scholarship paid for by all the Italian families that came together and they snuck in the payments and it was some weird shit. But I thought the kid would have a better life. Turns out, hold on. Little did any of us know that after Jayshon was bamboozled into having to play football or go back to public school, that they would fire literally, I can't remember he was the only black teacher, but literally a school full of white people. Coach Byers is the only black person I remember, and he had been there for 30 years. So after Jayshon's first year, when he showed up and showed out, they fired Byers. Hold on. And they brought in Bear Simone, Michael's best friend. And I have all the messages about the huge pay cut he took from Necco Coffee to make it look like the move had nothing to do with Jayshon. Now, hold on. Reading all these messages, it seems like they couldn't figure out how to let Byers go. Byers is a great guy, by the way, doesn't believe in bribing athletes. It's like they couldn't figure out how to let him go. I was told to dig into this man, Joe Ross, and his affiliation with Pius and how he ended up there. It's very strange. So, Jayshon also drives a car in my name and the mob's name. Now check this out. When he got expelled, after every teacher in the school referred to Jayshon as cocky after the black coach got fired, could you imagine what Jayshon went through as far as organized harassment? Does anybody know that he got expelled from St. Pius and was not going to be able to be eligible for Bama? But they finagled a way to get him into Liberty North, and they called me to see if they could use my address. I had left the neighborhood at the time. So when my address didn't work, then Bear let him use his address, and I never heard anything more until Jayshon got T-boned after he got expelled and was in the hospital in my car. That's all organized harassment. You guys need to look into that. They wouldn't tell me any more details other than he was hurt. Someone was trying to take this kid out.